So we are going to start from this. I know all of us here should be familiar with this document. These documents, I use this document for training. And I shared this document, for everybody to have a copy of this document. So I'll still use this document for tonight. We need to create a work breakdown structure in Freedcamp, and that is where we can start working. So after creating this, it's expected that every group, once we have a lead, to jump into start creating their work breakdown structure and start executing their project, leveraging on the experience we've gathered so far and things we are going to teach further. So this is the project breakdown structure I'm going to use for tonight. It's part of the things we plan to do while trying to show you how Freedcamp works. That is number one. So let's move to Freedcamp and see how Freedcamp works before we start working, creating our work breakdown structure. So I will I'm navigating to on two browsers. So sorry for that. So this is Freedcamp. This is the home page. If you sign into Freedcamp, and this is the home, you can see this icon here. I will call it home. This is home page. So this is the landing page. But some of you are not going to see these activities. This dashboard is not going to be showing. This is what we call dashboard, homepage dashboard. It shows activities of what's going on. As you can see here, you see work load going on from my own end, and you see agenda. So these are a lot of things I can see from my dashboard. But you are not going to see this because there is no activity. Your own accounts have not generated much activity to start displaying. So some people will just log in and they don't see anything. They don't know where to start. Don't worry. So then after this is just to show activity dashboard and things like that. So if you want to go to projects, if you want to go to projects, you see this menu is for projects. It's project menu. If you click on it, it will display all the projects we have here. Have all the projects here. You see it. You have all the project boats. Here I'm managing a lot of projects here. You can see Go Kabu project. It's not only Niara's project that is here. We have Go Kabu projects. We have Niara's projects. Nothing has started happening in Niara's project. So these are various projects we have here for Niara's. And this is project dashboard. So you can see, I can at a glance see all the active projects running on my project dashboard. And then here is tax board. If you want to see the tax board, click on here. See a lot of tasks from different projects going on. And if you want to add a task, you can add a task from here. And then we have milestone. This is milestone. If you want to see project milestones, you can from here see project milestone. And then you can add a milestone, call it a milestone, and when you reach a milestone, you should be able to know that you have arrived or if you reach a milestone. So if you create a milestone here, you create a task that's become or deliverable that will become your milestone. Then we have calendar here. From calendar, you can monitor things for in your calendar. You can add item, you can create item from this calendar. You can, if you want to, this calendar is just like normal Google Calendar. You can use it to schedule a meeting, manage things like that. So that is what we can use for this calendar to achieve. So, and we have time board as well. In this, we are not using it. We'll have widgets. All these are not important, some of these. So these are the things we'll have here. Then I'll go back to the home page. So if you come down here, every group can create a forum where they can have a chat, conversation going on in every group. You see conversation from every group. And here, from here, you can log in and log out. This is your account. From here, you click on this. You see you can log out from your account. You can manage your account from here, manage system, add-on, tutorial, a lot of things from here. You can click on your account. Okay. Please, somebody is disturbing the group. If you are the one, put yourself on mute. Check yourself if you are on. Then we've seen we have projects, but we didn't see any group where the project is emanating from. So we have to go to the group. So I'm on the home page here. I want to manage the system. I'll go here. I'll click on this. This will help me to manage the system and see all my group. Manage group, add more people, invite more people. So from here, this is where I manage the group. So we come down here, you see we have various groups here. So this is where I can create my groups. And here we see we have different groups. We have South, Southwest, Southeast, North, outside Nigeria, Rivers, Abuja, Lagos. You know, we have these are the projects that will have stake in. We are stakeholders in all these projects. Like we said earlier, most of the groups that are not, every state that is not up to 20 in number will be merged to another. So many of all these, they are not up to all these Southeast. Some of them are not. If you find a state, it's not like some of them, a state will become like 10, some state will be 5. So we merge them into groups based on their region to help us manage our things very well. So, but for me, it's going to be difficult creating a group for a state that is only 1 or 2 people. It doesn't make much sense. So that is it. So if we go to a group, for instance, let's use this South group. Click on it. this is where we manage these groups. From here, you see, for now, we don't have any admin in any group. So you can see under admin, we don't have anybody here managing, chairing this group. So we're going to, as soon as we select team lead for every group, then we'll start creating admin. And then not only team lead, we will look out for people in every group that are more technically sound than others, which will be able, people that, although some of the criteria for selecting a team lead is somebody who is a bit faster than others in this, that can manage this Freedcamp, leading activities going on in Freedcamp, and equally somebody who is very patient with others and can devote time to teach others or explain things to others very well. So these are some of the things we're looking at for admins or team lead. So once we select some people that are capable, and not only capable, have passion, we will update this area. So for now, we don't have. And for those with select of everybody here have a user account, so we can upgrade you to admin. So, but everybody here is a user. You can participate in the project as a user. A user means that you are a team member. So, and you see here, most of these people here, you can see here, some of these people have responded. Some of them have responded, gotten into their account, sign it up. But you see some of us here, you see pending. I've sent invite to everybody. So many of us, our problems are network. So you see pending. Pending means that we'll send invites to you. But some of us here that is no longer showing pending are people that have actually signed up and set up the account. And if you have signed up and set up your account, it's not enough. You need to update your account with your professional photo. This is a professional project management environment. So we need to be a bit professional. So we need your picture so everybody here can see your face. Yeah, we know here is captured your name already. This is for your image. So try to update this. You can see no one here have updated their. So try to do that. It's very easy to do. So, and for those who are still see if you are, some of you that have not complaining, you not received. These are people that the account is still pending. So, and what we can do is to resend invitation to them. That's what we're going to be doing. So after resending invitation and you are still having a problem, you can't still get in, then we can maybe ask you, maybe find out, maybe means your email is having an issue, because I don't have more challenge. You shouldn't be having more challenges here. Then you can submit another email for us to onboard you after trying and resending, and you are not still getting an invite to join the project. So this is it for now. And yeah, you see, now every group have at least one project running in every group. You see here from this, we'll see South, they have a project. I've created one project, but the next project, I'll just give you, like you see this guy, Adiolu A. Well done. You can see Adiolu is really following up. Nobody asked him, but he knows that he should update his account with his picture. Well done for doing that. Then we see another person here. If you are with kids, please. Adoma, please, you are disturbing the class. You can put yourself on mute. We'll be very happy with you. So you can see Stanley as well. Stanley, I know nobody asked Stanley to update, but Stanley have updated his profile. So let's follow this and try to update our listing. So you can see here another person, Emeka, have done that as well. So, and so many others here will see Ade is a Chioma and Emeka. Well done, guys. And here you see Adiolu, Adebayo. Well done. So, and see more people are beginning to follow suit. Southwest have Olorunsho, Ola Dayo. Well done. So this is it, and yeah, so it's not too difficult to manage or to assess. So the next thing I'm going to do is to try to use the system so that you see how I'm using the system to manage a project, and then you are going to be copying from what I did during the time you are going to be managing your own project. You see, this is my own project. The project here is a demo group. And then in this demo group is what I'll be using to, anytime I want to have workshop, I don't need to come and start creating project for South or Southeast or Lagos, whichever. So I just come to demo group and do whatever I want to do in demo group, and every other person will do that. We'll have a project here in demo group. So if I want to create another project, I'll come here and add another project. So what I'll be doing after this, I created project for all of you here. The next project we are going to be working on, all I need to do is to have a meeting with you. I can tell you about the project, what we plan to achieve, and ask you to go and do the needful. So you have to work and maybe create project brief. If I didn't create it, I'll try to always be in good mood so I can create some of the key deliverables like project brief, breakdown structure to help you kickstart your project very well. So that's it. So let's move. Okay. Let me move to projects where I manage my projects. This is a bit like back end where you do some admin, or this is if you want to start managing your project, you have to be managing your project from the project. You see projects here, you click on it, then you see all the projects that you are participating in. And you can see here, I'm in a lot of projects here. So this nearest group, this is our project here. And then I can start managing my projects from here. I can decide to describe what we plan to achieve in this project. So the first thing is to click on this project, and we'll have, I'm now in this project environment. Anurike, you are disturbing the class. So now, this is the project and this is our project. So in our project environment, if you click a project, this is what you are going to see. You can see it's blank. Nothing is happening here. So if you start creating tasks, this is, you can see list of tasks here. And within this group here, you can start a discussion, can create a topic. Somebody can say, I do not understand this work breakdown structure. Can somebody highlight? So for here is for the group to talk about their project. This is milestone. This is timeline, calendar, file. This is where you can upload your project document files. So if you upload a project document, like when you finish, you see the way I created this work breakdown structure, and I want to upload it for review. If I upload it, it is going to be on this file. So that's it. And the first thing I have to do here is to break this work into stages. How can I break them into stages? I can break them into stages using what we call feature. We use a feature called list. You see here, this is the feature here is a list. You see it here, you add a list. A list here means a category that can be broken down into smaller taxes, can add taxes into this list. So a list here can represent a phase in our project. You have project phases. So if you're looking at our work breakdown structure, maybe some of you, as I'm talking, you should be opening some of this from your own device. The first thing I did is to open my work breakdown structure. Some of you can, as I'm talking, you should be seeing it. So here you create a list. And for me I can delete this list, or this is a list. All I need to do is I come over here. We have only one list here. I can customize the list, change the name to what I want. And I'll do that here. You see, I will change it to initiate. Initiate stage. Or let me just use the term we already have, call it phase. Yeah, all we use is phase. So I will click save. You can see here, I've created this. Before it was just called list. So if you are opening your own, what we'll see is list. So if you want to add another phase, you come to this add list. You click on add list, you can add another phase. So what is the next phase we have here? We have planning phase. in our work breakdown structure. We'll click here. I call it planning. So if I want these fields to be on top of this initiate phase, I will click this button and it will go on top, but I don't want that. I want it to be sequential because at this stage, we're using what we call waterfall. Don't worry about that name, waterfall approach. We're going to discuss that like as we're learning. Once we start this project, more teaching will be going on and we'll be understanding what is going on. So you see here, I've created another phase. I come here again. I create another phase called implementation or execute stage. We call it execute. And then I'll create another phase here. I'll call it closure. Yeah. So you can see now our project environment is beginning to take shape. So well, for now, we don't have any tasks. So on each stage, you can come down and create tasks on each stage. So if you are looking at work breakdown structure that I gave to you, you can see that I'm kind of replicating what we have in our work breakdown structure. And what is on this initiate, we have we receive project mandates. So I'll click on this to add a task, and the task I'm adding is receive project mandates. I've added it. So, and that is it. So now we can add another task here. Let's look at what other tasks we have here. Project charter development. So come to here, we add project charter development. And then another task we have is assemble project team through induction. So I'll come back and I'll add it. I'll click enter. You see the way I'm adding taxes, I'll add. Once I add in, I'll just click enter from my laptop and you'll enter. So, and then I'll capture another one called define rules and responsibilities. Then we'll still have more. Identify stakeholders and their expectation. And then we have initial requirements gathering. Good. So now you can see in this stage, this initiate phase, we've added all the tasks in this list. So that is how we are going to come down to all the 3 other phases of this project and add the relevant tasks. So this here is movable. If at any point or in time you think you need to rearrange that this particular task need to come before the other, for instance, if you change our mind and say that the first thing we need to do is to define roles and responsibility before anything, we can move it up. You can see this is our first, but I will leave it the way I created it. So I will bring it down. So what the point is that this is drag and drop. We can move things around. So when you finish adding a project, a task to your phases, you can come to any task and define the task or refine the activity. How do you do that? To refine the activity, meaning the time you have to assign priorities to that, assign team members to that, and that is what you are going to do. And the time, maybe assign resources like resources, human resources, and time to every activity. You need to click on the activity. You click on this activity, you see it's going to open a window for you to do that. So now we don't have due date for this, the start and due date. So by the time we're going to be doing this, we must have decided our timeline and break down our time, allocate time to every task or activity. For instance, here I can say that this is starting today. That is the start date. That is starting today. And if we choose, we can change it. So this is where we can add the timing for this project. And then the project status, being that we are starting today, we can change it from here it's in progress, put it not in progress to say in progress if we are starting. This is, I'm now planning to, I'm planning this particular activity, and the priority here to show how urgent and important we assign priority. If you come to priority, you decide whether it's low, medium, high, but this is a very high priority task because we can't do anything without starting, without this understanding the project brief. So we'll put high here, and we'll come here, every task here, we need to understand it. So we need to describe it. So we'll talk about what is this project brief, what we plan to do in this project brief here. We already had We already know what project brief is, so we'll talk about it here. A project brief, and then we have a document. We can attach our document here. So that is the things from here. You see, if you want to attach a document, you see here, you see the icon here. You click on this upload. You can upload a document. And let me see if I have a copy of this project brief on my system. If I don't have, I will get one. And okay. And try to get the copy of this bulk breakdown structure. Okay. Let me just attach it here. Let me add something here as well. Okay, I've added description, what we plan to achieve on this task. We need to review project brief document, and let's see what I have available here is work breakdown structure. But if I have a project brief that we plan to review, I can upload it here so that every team member will have a copy before the meeting starts, and we can from here create a meeting link, or can come over here within the discussion, paste the meeting link, or we can create a meeting link here. And while describing here, I can say here, this meeting is to review project brief document at so time. Using this meeting link, I can put the meeting agenda here, or I can add a link, this Zoom link, or whichever way we're using, either we're using Zoom or we're using Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. The link, we can use it here, but if we're having the meeting physically, we can talk about the venue, everything we need to achieve from this meeting. We need to put there, describe everything here and save them so that team members will see it. So that's how it's here. I will just upload a document here. So when you want to upload, it depends on where you have it. You can upload from your voice message, you can upload from your Google Drive, you can upload from Dropbox, or you can upload from OneDrive. So my document here is on my laptop. I'll pick it up from laptop, and I will. So it's uploaded, and that's it. So you see, that is how I refine this activity here. And once we are done with this, after reviewing, we can come here and click complete. Once we completed, and once we complete, we'll know what we've done and what is remaining. And then, being that this is the due date, by the end of today, if we are not done this by the end of the today, it starts showing that we are lagging behind. We should document, so that some of the activities we have not done, it starts showing, indicating that we are lagging behind in our activity. So if I choose, I can say we need to do this and submit this or have this meeting by Friday. So everybody will know that it's by Friday that we're going to have this meeting. And as we're working on this particular activity, everybody that is working on this activity should be able to follow up. So if maybe any of us here are requested to, or maybe 5 of us working, or even 20 of us working on this particular project brief, and if maybe we're asked to go and review the project brief, the document individually, and then upload the document back or submit our reports based on the project brief, everybody can come down here and start submitting their deliverable using this comment section. That is how we follow up in project task activity. You come to section here, you see you can type whatever you want to type here. If there is a link, you need to direct anybody, you can add a link here. And if there is a document you need to attach here as well, this is where you attach the document as well. So let me see again. Okay. I have projects. Reviewed. And I can attach another document from here. So let me just attach something different. And I've attached something here, and I will post. Yeah, so here I've submitted my deliverables. If everybody needs to submit their reports, so I've brief comments with my reports, and anybody can follow my reports here, or any other person can make a comment. Any of our team members here can reply based on this comment. If you want to reply on this particular comment, you click on here and you can make your comment and say, well done, Charles, and post. So you see people have started, team members have started reviewing my work. So some people can decide to give me a thumbs up, and some people can copy the link or tag this, or even if I've maybe somebody feel, but for you to do that, you must have the authorization. I'm submitting and posting irrelevant documents here. They can even decide to delete my comments or my deliverable. So that's it. So that's how to, you can see it's very simple how to use this to manage. So this comment section, and here you can see the timeline section. No link here, or you can add time record in this, or history. With history, you can see everything that is going on here. You can see the project history, what has been going on. So that's it. And it's not so difficult, but it requires practicing. Once we start practicing, you see that we can start doing this very well. So after refining this deliverable or doing this, we can start assigning this. For now, you can see this is not assigned to anybody. You know, if I want, I can delete this from here. You can see this is not assigned to anybody yet because we don't have any team member. But if we have other team members in this my group, this my demo group, if I come over here, it's so because I'm the only one working, I can only assign to myself. But if we have others, they should be able to show down here for me to be able to assign them this. And I can unassign this from myself. And you see, it's no longer, I'm not the person. I created this, but it doesn't mean I'm not the person that's going to do it. But for the fact that there's no other person to do this work, can reassign it to myself. And that's it. So this is where the project managers can be assigned, start assigning responsibilities to team members like business analysts, quality assurance personnel, developers, designers, all the team members. This is where the project managers will be. That's how the project manager, assign responsibilities to team members and give a due date. If it is 1 day, they are supposed to do. If you agree that this should be done in 1 day, we've created this today, so we should give it 1 day. So meaning that by tomorrow, that is what we call due date. So call it due date. If by tomorrow and this is not done, it will start showing overdue, that this particular task is overdue. And once finished, put a progress. As we are working, we can, if now it's still in progress, once I complete this, I will put it complete, like here, completed. See, once I completed it, you see the green tick will show that I've completed this particular task. And yeah, so you see here, this one is already completed. You see the green tick. When you see a green tick like this, it's completed. And if I'm not happy, it can be reopened. It can be reopened. And you can see here, once you see that it's this icon means that it's work in progress. So, and this, you can see these ones are not, we've not started. So that's how the way I manage this particular task under this initiate stage. That is how you are going to manage every task. So that's it. Adedoyin, you are disturbing the class. Put yourself on mute. So that is it. And that is what we need to do for now. So just the way, I'm not going to start creating everything, because the way I did this initiate stage, your initiate phase, that is how we are going to start creating other phases. So that's it. By the time you do this twice, you are going to be a pro. So that is it. That's how to manage a project using this Freedcamp. Freedcamp is a project management software. We use it for project scheduling. We use it for project tracking, monitoring, controlling, communication. So that is what we use Freedcamp. It's a tool. It's one of the project management tools we are going to talk about. And please, Cassidy Toby, you are disturbing us. So that is what Freedcamp is all about. If I want you again, I'm going to remove you. So, and then we'll have other alternatives. Mr. Toby, I'm going to remove you if you don't put yourself on mute. So we have other alternatives to Freedcamp. We have Basecamp. I use Basecamp as well to manage projects. We have Asana. These are very good project management platforms or softwares like Freedcamp. We equally have Trello. We have Monday.com. We equally have Jira, but Jira is mainly for managing a project in agile environment. We have Azure DevOps, just like Jira, for managing a project in agile environment. Then we have Microsoft Team. Microsoft Team, if you manage, there is a way you can use it to manage a project, just not for video conferencing. You can use it to manage a project very well because it's quite integrated with a lot of features. So this is what this Freedcamp is. That is Freedcamp. If you are wondering what is Freedcamp, like I said, is a collaborative tool in project management. For project scheduling, as you can see, what I've just did is what we call project scheduling. I've scheduled my project into various phases, start adding activities or tasks into my project, and then start managing my project, tracking my project, monitoring, assigning the project, monitoring the project, collaborating with teams, sharing documents, communicating. So this is a very big tool we use in project management. We can create documents in Excel. We can even create a project plan, but we don't use that project plan to manage the project and collaborate with team members. Project plan and breakdown structure, these are blueprints. We keep them as our project blueprint. From that blueprint, we start managing, collaborating. So, mean that everything we are doing here is coming from our blueprint, which is either we can't use breakdown structure. Before you can do that, you must use a full project plan. So, we use project plan. Everything we are doing is coming from our project plan. And this is for collaboration, monitoring, tracking, scheduling, like I've said. So that's it. So it's a very simple tool we can use, and I think I try as much as I can to cover everything for now. Over time, maybe you're going to ask questions. I will explain, but with this, we can comfortably kickstart our project using Freedcamp. All we are waiting is to have a lead. So I will stop sharing so that we can. Oh, I was hoping that maybe after this we can have some more understanding from Neara's platform. But because you need to understand that Neara's is the company you are working for. You need to know more about Neara's, how to tell people about the company you are working for. That's why we continue to have workshops on Neara's. But for now, let's get this right before other things. So some of us that are confused about what to do in Freedcamp, you can see Freedcamp is very easy to use, and we've started. So let me see area of gray based on what I've just presented. We're starting from Selimat to Yelami.
Good evening, Mr. Charles.
Hi, Selimat.
Thank you for the class, sir. Sir, I have a question. Just like you have shown us, you haven't selected or chosen an admin in any of the groups. But I discovered that some of my group members, they were able to create tasks. At least as you were doing it, about 2 of them created task. So I want to ask that, is it not the sole function or responsibility of the admin to add task and do all the necessary, like assigning subtasks and the other priority and every other things, just like you have explained? Like I'm thinking that if anyone could just create task and do every other thing, then the power of the project manager, has it not been divided? Will the project not be interrupted? Or my thoughts, that was what I was thinking.
That's a good question. But in project management, we have what we call discipline. In project management, we have what we call responsibility. That's what we have to do, RACI metrics for everybody to understand their roles and responsibilities. People are not, that's why you see in my class, some people say, lock it up, do this, do that. I don't do that because we are responsible people. We are adults. You know what you are supposed to do. In all this project management software, if they lock it, how are you going to perform your tasks? But you know what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. If you're not the team lead, it's not your duty to start scheduling, doing this and that. Like a team lead will serve, let's say, as the project manager, although everybody here is a project manager. But we want a team lead so that activities can be streamlined. But that does not mean in your own environment, you see, like where I created demo, you can create a demo project where you practice outside our project, you know. But the projects you are invited, I invited you in this project, you are not supposed to start creating random act or playing around. This is an official project platform. If you become overzealous, we can move you to a visitor. I added you as a project member or a project team member, giving you access because you need access to do something. But let me show you again. If I want to remove all the access, but without us, if you don't have access, you cannot do anything. If I want to invite you here as a visitor, all of you will be as a visitor. You can only be seeing what is going on, but you can't do anything. But you are being assigned as a this thing, as all of you are being assigning as users. Or as users. As users mean that you are a team member. You have the opportunity. You have the.
If nobody wants to take responsibility.
You have the rights to interact. You have the right to, because you need to upload. You see, please, if we are not called, don't disrupt. When is your time to talk? I'm trying to
pushing it to the church. The uncle.
So I think I've made my point, Selimat.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So once we start, everybody who is creating anything, although some of them after creating, they might not have the power to even delete. So, but you desist from creating anything from the project environment until we have proper leadership. If you do that, we are going to move you away. We are going to remove that right from you. We can move you to become a visitor in this project. You are not a visitor, you are supposed to be a team member. So, we have Godwin.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. It was a great lecture today. Going through today's lecture, I want to ask, these faces you created, are they basic faces to follow while using this Freedcamp, or it depends on the project given to us? That's my question, sir.
This project that we're working on, like I said, you follow your project plan. You can use Freedcamp the way you want it. You can create 10 phases in your project. That's the way you want it. But based on what we are doing, before you can come and start creating something in a Freedcamp, you should have planned your activities. Know how many phases of your project. I've already given you people project brief and project breakdown structure during my lecture. And you can see when I was working, I was bringing in items. I was using my project breakdown structure, which for now, I updated it to a mini project plan. So you can see that I'm bringing items from my project plan. So if you just come and start creating random, this thing is not going to make sense for you. Your project is not going to be organized. So your answer is that you must have a project plan. Follow your project. I said that project plan is a blueprint. Follow your project plan and do your work. Is that understand?
Very, very well, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So that's it, and that's good. I can see everybody quite followed and understand this class very well. So we don't have any more people raising their hands, and yeah, thank you for they are displaying high level of understanding. So we look forward for other activities. During the week, tomorrow and next tomorrow, we are going to be flowing our training plan, our lecture plan. So, and that's it. While that is going on, we are going to be start collecting applications from different team members who are going to be applying to lead the team. So that is what we are going to be doing. And that's it for now. One step at a time. Don't rush. We're going to get there. And that's it. So, some people are quite indecisive. Emeka, you're raising hands. We are dropping it. I don't know if it's network, but we are closing. If you have anything to say, I'll give you opportunity to say that, and we are closing. It's like Mecca is not there. We'll have error ball. Please stop raising your hands because we have time. We've already agreed we're closing, and you start raising your hand. So, but if you have anything to say, Abimbola, you say that.
I joined towards the end, so I didn't know that. My question was the last thing you said. For those people who will be coming up to pick an interest in being the admin, what should be their expectation as regards to leading the group and ensuring that our milestones are done on time and as at when due?
I already said it's well because when you join late, then you have to go and watch the video, because when you join late, you don't have right to drag me back. You know, we already said we are going to have a criteria which we are going to issue out for people to look out at them. Looking at our criteria, you evaluate yourself. If you think you fit in, then you submit your application stating why you want to lead your team. It's going to be transparent. I don't know anybody here personally. Everything will be determined by your level of the quality of your application. Is that clear?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. So thank you guys, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Yeah, good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.